Now we're going to tell you a little bit about what actually happened, because we are the keepers of your planet, Mother Earth, and we actually are the keepers in this part of the galaxy. We're going to tell you that very dark forces came on to the planet. These would be reptilian-esque, draconian-esque, and Borg, really lower negative ETs with a really bad agenda. They go around and they look for planets that they can sort of invade. They like to use the resources, and Mother Earth, this planet, had a lot of resources that the reptilians, the draconians, and the Borg really needed. They liked the different minerals, they liked the gold, they liked the silver. It was very rich in resources. So they sort of cruise around the galaxy looking for planets that they can sort of take over, that maybe don't have a huge population on them. And they also, one of the main things they look for is the resources. This planet had a lot of resources that the Borg, which are half human, half machine, the reptilians, which you know they are a reptile or human looking with a reptile head, and the draconians, which can be human looking, or they can be reptile, and they can be human with a reptile head as well. They look for civilizations that they can actually come and take over. They look for things that they need. They wanted the crystals, they wanted the crystal beds that were on the planet, they wanted the gold, they wanted the resources. There was a plethora of things that they wanted to get. So we're going to say that in each civilization, Lemuria and Atlantis, it was brought down by the darker forces trying to come in and actually take what wasn't theirs. So in the fact of Atlantis, the people of Atlantis, they actually blew the whole city up. They blew everything up, they ran, they tried to destroy as much as they could, so the dark forces could not actually get what they were looking for. There was hidden codes, there was hidden gifts, there was hidden tablets, there was a lot of hidden things, and that's what we're going to tell you that the draconians, the reptilians, and the Borg did come in to get. They did not get this. The city was pushed down. A lot of the Atlanteans escaped. Most of them were able to escape, and their treasures, their heritage, their lineage, and we're just going to leave it at gifts, did not get found. So the similar thing happened with Lemuria, only Lemuria knew the dark forces were coming in as well, these negative ETs trying to take their gifts, what they had, and Lemuria actually, instead of going down, Lemuria raised up. Lemuria actually raised the entire civilization up to the 6th and 7th dimension, where they still are living far above all of you, but on the planet. For the reptilians and the draconians, the Borg, and all the dark ETs could not reach up to where they were and to actually affect the civilization. So it looked like on the planet everything was literally wiped out. But really, they are up in a different dimension. They were able to save their knowledge, they were able to save most of their humanity, and they were able to save their lineage, which was very important to them. So the negative ETs then were able to actually take the humans that were still on the planet and sort of force them into the lower dimensions. They didn't want to go to the lower dimensions. The humans did not want to be on the 4th and the 3rd density. They did not want to, but they were actually forced down. As they were forced down, then they held a lower vibration. Thus, Mother Earth was forced down into the 3rd dimensional matrix, the third density. So she was pulled down because the humans were forced down. And in this denser, slower moving vibration, humans could be controlled very easily. And the third dimensional draconian matrix grid was set up from there. So we want all of you to sort of know this heritage, sort of know where you actually, all of you have been. 99% of you have been in Lemuria and have been in Atlantis, that are back on this planet now, because you are here to actually right the wrong, if that makes sense. You are actually here to participate in seeing that Mother Earth does go to the fifth dimension. You are holding the vibration on the fourth dimension, and that she does actually get up there this time, and actually that the dark is wiped off. So this was needed for all of you to come back here to experience this. This was needed actually to clear your template, to clear that residual that you had of the horrifying times and what you went through. That is needed actually for all of you now to clear, and you're going to clear it as you're coming back up through the fourth dimension and onto the fifth. All of you are going to have a remembrance. When you get to the fifth dimension, you're going to remember. You're going to remember who you were in those Atlantean times. You're going to remember who you were in those Lemurian times. You're going to purge the hate that you felt from the dark. You're going to purge the injustices. You're going to purge the sadness. You're going to purge what happened, for it was so devastating. It has taken a lot of you a long time to even want to come back to this planet again. But this planet is now seated with all of you who have been on Lemuria and all of you who have been on Atlantis. You are purging that past, and you are actually seeing this time that Mother Earth is taken to the fifth dimension, and that the dark agenda is wiped out completely, and that means the dark ETs as well, the negative ETs, all that is dark is wiped out. You're going to help hold her on the fifth dimension, because she has a plan of actually going up to the seventh dimension from the fifth. So we don't have to worry about that yet, but she's going to go back to where she feels comfortable. She's going to go back to where the energy is light. She can also manifest. She can create. She can clear her energy field very easily. The same thing as all of you can do. And she likes it there. Everything is harmonious. Everything is in sync. There is huge amounts of love and light all over her planet. She fears now for the animals, for the environment, and for all the devastation that is going on. So she's transitioning up as quickly as she can. She's going to be up there very soon. We're thinking in the next month or two. The first wave may actually hit. A small amount of you will go up with her, anchor her in, build her gridding system, continue it, and hold for the next 8 or 9 waves that are going to come up for however long it takes. So you all have a Lemurian and Atlantean background. You all wanted to be on this planet at this time. You all wanted to help and see that this was played out correctly, that the dark agenda, that third dimensional matrix and grid was broken up forever. You are witnessing it right now, the duality that's been on this planet, the polarity, that it would be finished as well. And you're all going to see that you, as well as Mother Earth, go to the fifth dimension. So in all of you going to the fifth dimension, you're going to clear that past trauma. It is needed for all of you as well. So we in the higher realms want you to know that you are here to purge that trauma. You are here to make sure that Mother Earth, she goes to that fifth dimension and she never goes back down. For this was an awful thing that happened, and it will never happen again, because all of you from Lemuria, all of you from Atlantis, you're going to see that it doesn't. We are so very happy to be bringing through this news for all of you. We're hoping that it may spark a remembrance with his channel, putting it out there for you. So sort of sit and think about it. We're going to bring through a lot of channelings about Lemuria and Atlantis for you to sort of jar your remembrance as well. We are the Galactic Federation of Light. We are your keepers. We are your guardians. We are sending so much love and light down onto the planet. We love you. Whew. Thank you, Galactic Federation of Light. Wow, that's pretty cool that all of us are from Lemuria or Atlantis. I know that I was in Lemurian times as my life, one of my lives here. It's kind of cool to know that we've all come back down to see that this planet raises up, we all go to the fifth dimension, we all clear the trauma, and we help Mother Earth. So, I'm so glad to bring through these messages for all of you. I'm sending all of you such blessings, such love, and such